Hi everyone, this is Deanna, the Organized Miss, and I thought I would do a quick flip through here. This is the end of June, and I thought I would document kind of where I'm at in my planning system before our One Book July kicks off. And I'm basically trying to decide if I want to do One Book July in, this is a compact Franklin Covey, what is this, 365, but it's personal wide, and I have a hybridized version, I guess, of bullet journaling. I follow David Allen's Getting Things Done method of planning, I guess, or project management, and I also kind of use some of Ryder Carroll's bullet journal methods, but not all of it. So I'm really going to try that. I've tried it before and just failed miserably, but I hope this month I'll learn something new. So currently this is kind of my setup. I thought I'd show it to you and before I take everything out. So, ooh, the glare is not, can I move that? I don't know. We'll see if that helps. This is just my everyday carry. I keep my lists in it, and then appointment, event reminders, and that kind of thing. So it's purely functional. The only decoration I have in here is just what makes me happy. It's a card for our city and a little paper clip because it's cute, and I keep some cards here, and this is a gas card. And then this little pocket is a catch-all for things that I like to look at to remind me. That's it. It's not an inbox or anything. It's just sort of maybe a little scrapbook. I sometimes put things in here, little notes or reminders. And then I have it, I don't change my decorations out that often. I think it's neat that people who are creative enough every month to change theirs out, but mine pretty much stay this way for anywhere from 3 to 6 months. So I don't even know, probably last fall. So I just made this digital, like a little collage with a couple of different digital images, and printed on vellum and laminated it. And I mean, I'll try to tell you where some of this stuff is, but most of it's either Planner Society, I subscribe to that, or things I just make myself. So this is my daughter, and a poem she wrote once, and Planner Society things. That's what most of this is in here. Except this sticker. I made this. I live in Kansas, and this is our state motto, and it resonates with me. I made that, and this was something that was in some other planner, but I liked it so that I could just insert a couple of pictures in here. So that is what I've done, and these are from last year. I haven't even changed them out yet. I don't know if I will. So the way I have this set up then is I have my my monthly overview, or my month at a glance, and so this is where we're at in June, and I just have these tabs. These are just laminated with the tab toppers in them, and this is an Annie Plans printable. So the month on one page, and then it's got a tracker on the other side here. And what I have been using it for is, I'm not a very good tracker. That's one of the things that maybe I'm hoping I'll learn through bullet journaling, how to be better at it. But I was wanting to track my sleep this month a little differently than what I had been, just to see how it correlates with my headaches. And you can see sometimes I just totally forget to mark it, but I'm trying to get better at it. The sleep is a little easier for me to remember, just because I do keep such a close eye on that. And as you can see, I don't have a consistent sleep pattern. So that's kind of what I use this to track right now. And then I just list events or appointments that I need to attend. I'm a freelance writer, a filmmaker, and reporter. So I just these are events and stuff that I want to remember. So that's what I do with this. And then I have, so that's just notes. I just write them down. And then I have a second monthly that is, I use stickers just to be visual reminders for me. So we're at the end of June, and I just, instead of using words, I use pictures, and that is just something to help me with my memory and my cognition. Some days words are hard and I need pictures, and some days words don't work, or words work better than pictures. So I just have both calendars set up. It's a little bit of a repetition, but that's good for me. And I use images. So that is this one. And this, I think this was Peanuts Planner Co. maybe. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. But I think that's what this one was. And then I have just my weekly. So this was the end of May, and this is how I do it. I just have a weekly. I just write down all my appointments. Sorry about that. I just write down all my appointments, times where I need to be, and then I keep a running list here of things that I have to do. This is items that I pull off of either my task list or my brain dump from my weekly review from the week prior. And then I will put down the things I absolutely know that I want to do before I do other things. So I'll usually move those things here during my weekly review when I set up. So that's what I've done. As you can see, there weren't a lot of tasks on here. This was our pageant week, so I was out of town. So while I was doing a lot and I was traveling quite a bit across the state, I knew I wasn't going to get a whole lot of things done unless they were related to this. So not too many tasks here. As you can see, I'm not so good at tracking exercise here. That's one of the other goals that I'm hoping to improve. I'm trying a bunch of different ways to see what would be the best way or the most consistent way for me to track my exercise. So that's just kind of an ongoing saga with me. But again, I just list everything here, my to-do. As you can see, I'm, like I said, my hybridized version of bullet journaling. I use the squares. I don't use the dot, but I will scratch it off or mark it when I complete it. If I don't, and I forward it, so that just means I migrated it. And then let's see, this was a new thing I started there. As you can see, then I'll move it over. And so that's what this looks like. This is a different kind of way I was trying to track things, and I saved it on my computer where I got this, and it's not coming to me right now. I'll try to find that so I can link it. But it was a daily routine printable, and I thought this would help me. If it was right here, I would see it, and maybe I would remember to track it, and then I could move what is important over to my monthly overview. And so the reason why it doesn't look like what I'm tracking is because I would fold it, and it would sit here for me to look at every week. And then I have a master with the list, so we'll see in the next, when I get to it. Is it here? Yes. So this is kind of the things that I'm tracking. And because I'm lazy, I'll admit it, I don't want to rewrite this stuff every week. So I just have this one that I move, I just pull it out of here and move it week to week, and I insert a new blank one. I've just been doing this a couple weeks, but I like it so far. So I just line it up and mark it off, and really it's just for me to kind of see where I'm at, how I'm doing it. So again, I think this is where we're at. I just list the things. It's not pretty. I don't try to, do anything fancy. This really is just all function for me. I do have a kind of a memory keeper, but this is what it goes with me everywhere. And then this is my inbox right here. This is where I stick things in this planner. If I have a post-it note, so my daughter wanted me to buy spackle, and I think that's Power Trail. So this is what I do, and at the end of the week, so tomorrow, I like to put a reminder for myself to do the weekly review. So tomorrow or Sunday maybe, as I'm finally going to commit to what I'm going to do for One Book July, I will set up, I'll do my setup, but I'll do my weekly review. So this is, again, this is another inbox paper where I just jot things down. And then behind my weeklies, then I have this, let's see, this is a Peanuts Planner Co. I think that one was, these are all Peanuts Planner Co. I really appreciate her layouts. So this was a new layout I'm trying for, this is the menu workouts. And so I thought I'd try this to see if it could help me with tracking again, just another way. So I have this just at the end of my weeks, of my task weeks, and it's my menu weeks. This is a tracker where I'm tracking my weight. And then these are the blank, I just leave these back here and I put one up each week. So that is, let's see, so we're in the week, and then this is just my reminder, because I need reminders. Each day I sometimes cover different stories or different events or work on different projects. And so this is, if I'm wondering, what am I doing today? I just take a look, and it's sort of just like a quick reminder. And then I'll go to the project that I'm doing. So that's just kind of a flow reminder for me. Let's see, where are we at? And then my daily section. Oh, I put this here because just, again, to remind me to do a weekly review. I put the tab here. So each week I just kind of walk myself through it. It's just really simple. This is my expanded weekly review, and it like walks me through specifically what I do, clean out my purse and my planner and do all the lists. And then this is abbreviations for all the projects that I work on. And I may not have a current ongoing project, but it's just for me to kind of scan my brain really quickly and dump anything down that I am working on or need to keep top of mind, or maybe nothing. So this is back here, and it's just a constant little reminder for me. Sometimes I actually print it out and check mark it, and sometimes I just leave it here for reference, and I'll just write the notes on a blank page. And I've got a couple different versions of the flow for GTD on here, and it's because sometimes my brain can't follow this flow chart. Let's see, where's the other flow chart? Maybe it's back here. There's a couple different flow charts, and sometimes this is just overwhelming, and it doesn't make sense to me when my brain won't let me make sense of it. So I wrote it this way. It's a little easier for me. So that's it. I just have sometimes duplicates of things based on how I'm feeling and what I'm able to comprehend. These are just daily notes, because sometimes I'll just jot down what I'm doing or what I'm thinking, and I will keep this. I'll move it. Well, sometimes it'll be here, or I'll take it out if I just want to focus on what I'm doing right then, because I can get overwhelmed with all the things, and I do need the overview. I need the big picture for the month and the week, but then sometimes I just need to only see what's in front of me. So that's what this is, and I'll use both sides, and then once it's full, and then I throw it away. So I'm still using this one. Again, more just little notes for myself, and they're not always for me. They're also for other people, for projects that I'm on, to help me remind them. So this system works for me, I guess, is what I'm saying. I really have gotten comfortable with it, and I'm able to stay on task, but I feel like there's a lot I can learn with the bullet journal. I sort of, this would be, I guess, my collections, and but it's, again, GTD, more task or activity. So like to call, to write, to visit. I just changed these out because my other were full, and so I don't have a lot on these. And these are not time specific or date specific, so I will pull from these lists for that weekly to do. So that's each of these, just, you know, things that I need to do. This one, and then I have some more blank in case I want to. And then the very back, which we're almost to, this one I was trying to decide how I wanted to lay that out, this is my projects. And so this is an index of the projects that are in here and what order they're in right now. So then I would just go to that, and it would be my project list, and it would have my next actions for each of these. So that's what's here. So I've got several of those. And then just a place for notes. I just write some notes back here. I did put in a... oh, these are stickers. I don't use stickers in this one very often, but every now and then I want to have a sticker. Then I just put this notebook in here for me to brain dump or whatever. I have not used it yet, but I thought I would. I have kept notebooks in the back before, and I use them a lot. Again, I just set, this has been for June, so this is what I've done this month. So I just want to make this flip through if you're interested in my planning style right now, but for myself to see the difference between now and then what I incorporate through One Book July and the bullet journal method. And again, I just haven't decided yet if I'm going to try this again. I always feel like a failure trying to actually bullet journal. I feel like I'm more productive when I have inserts, you know, a little bit of structure. So we'll see. But anyway, this is where I'm at, and we'll just see where it goes from here. I'm pretty excited and looking forward to all the things that I'm going to learn through this experiment. And if you're doing One Book July, I would love to know maybe what you're looking forward to, if there's any changes that you want to make or improve, or what your goals are for One Book July. Please leave a comment, share with me, or look me up on social media. I'm The Organized Miss. Have a great day. Thanks.